It's always a good riff. Oh yeah! What's up, coders? Welcome back. Now, yes, welcome back. This is the Hotone podcast, and I'm Ari, your humble host here, saying hello from the other side of the world, or this side of the world, and maybe you are on the other side. We still need to see. Wow. Okay, let me put some order here because it's a mess. It's a mess. 1 week we're not here. It's already like an old house. I tell you in advance, the stream seems to be very dodgy today, so we'll need to cope with it. Okay, so bear with me, and it's gonna be worth it at the end. Okay, let me say hello. I need to start saying hello. It sounds so good. Okay. We have Sari on Facebook, right? Sari, Ivan, Arthur, Vanja, Richard, Isaac, he says here from Buenos Aires, Jeff Hopkins, Carlos, Netherlands, William Satz, of course, from Greece. First coffee of the day here with you. Same here, brother. Rico De Luna, hello from Canada. Hello, Rico. Steve Almeida, all friends here. Pete Trap, Otto. We have the regulars, Dora, Mark Darrow, Rigi. Come on, this is my people right there. Happy birthday. Oh yeah, yesterday was my birthday. Thank you for the ones that send the messages on Instagram. That is probably the only outlet that I'm active at some, except this, but this is not mine, you know. It's just I'm just hitting this chair, which is not the same, but thank you guys. Yeah, it's nice to turn 25 finally. It feels pretty good. Who else? Hernan Prado. Give me a second, because Hernan was saying I'm not in the list for the giveaway, and Hernan, you are confirmed. There was a mistake and you are in, just in case. Let me see if it's you or I'm dreaming. Yes, it's you. So Hernan, don't worry, you are in the giveaway, okay? Thank you guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It was really nice. Since it was Thursday here, I couldn't do anything spectacular, but that precisely what made it really interesting is that it was simple and nice. So, no problem, Hernan. Very nice, guys. Okay, today let's dig in what we have for today. So I've noticed that we spent like 2 months rushing every single podcast with presets and stuff like that, right? So we didn't have time. I think the main thing of this kind of spaces is to interact. We didn't have much time to interact, and that's one of the things that I'm not here to do a clinic, you know, on presets or, yeah, of course, mostly we need to play and talk about tone and blah, 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 blah. But you have a lot of questions, guys, that you're sending to the email or sending to Facebook or even sending to me straight sometimes. And they're all somehow replied, you know, I mean, mostly by email. But I guess the problem with that is that many of you may have the same question and you will never get the answer. So today we're going to take, and from time to time we're going to take one pod to have a little Q&A and answer some of the questions here, so they stay for eternity, hopefully. And also we can interact in the moment, because when I'm playing and trying to control this mothership here and read the comments, it's too much. So I miss a lot of your questions, and I don't like that. So today I'm going to focus on you and on the questions that you already sent. So happy birthday, my friend, says Denny Joseph. Thank you, Denny. Yes. When I grow up, I want to be like you, Denny. That's my goal, to be a really, really cool guitar player. By the way, check DennyGiosa.com and you will see what I'm talking about. That man has the blues. It's like Gary Moore it's like Gary Moore and Santana had a baby, with mustache and like that. You just go and then you tell me. Missed last week is his market. You didn't miss anything. We missed you guys. Kerry Bennett, questions. What is the high speed velocity of a coconut? That's a good question, Greg. But thankfully for that, we have Google and Wikipedia. Now we're going to try to answer the other type of questions that are a little more philosophical, Not so. Happy birthday, dear Ari. Big hugs for you. Keep rocking. Thank you. I'm trying. Harold. Angels is high. Now you are old enough to drink alcohol. Not yet. Maybe next year they will give me the license to drink alcohol. Now I can only drink coffee. Black. No sugar, no cream. Okay. I had a couple of coconuts here, Greg. I need to just throw a couple and see and just measure it with the speed gun. I have one question. Can the Ampere P100 receive MIDI messages from Ampere via USB apart from the MIDI input? That's a good question. There is a hack for that. Hernan, I don't know in what situation you would like to do that, because you do have a MIDI input. I guess it's just too safe to buy the cable, maybe. If it's for that, don't be a mouse, go and buy a cable. If it's for something else that you're really constructing like a DeLorean time machine, well, then there is a hack that is applied actually to Ampere MP80, the Ampere 1, that allows to control the thing through USB. Actually, the hack is not on the Ampere itself, it's an app, a third-party app. But yeah, that would do. It's so great. Yeah, I have some. Well, I live in a place that has some coconuts, outside. I don't think they're very fast. These coconuts. Hi, Mrs. Feliz cumpleaños! It's happy birthday, Ari. Feel good to have on your birthday. Thank you, man. Actually, it was yesterday for me. If it's 12 for you, it's going to be right now. But to me, it's already 13 here, so I know I need to wait another year to have the wonderful time that I had yesterday. Because I want to use MIDI to control whammy pedal. Okay. Hernan, MIDI to control whammy. That's interesting. Okay, now about different straight hosts. Okay, now we're going to talk about that. Hernan, I think yes, there is a hack for that, and I suggest there's some things, guys, that I'm going to send you straight to send an email to this address. I tell you why. It's not because we can talk about that here. The problem is that Sometimes you need screenshots. Sometimes you need files. Sometimes you need to copy something and send it to the team so they can analyze what's going on in your machine. So the email for tech support is the best way. Try not to go to social media for tech support because it's very sketchy to follow up on social media. It's not meant to have a proper following up social media. That's why we like to use the email. And on top of that, we can screenshot things and send it particularly to your situation. So, for example, Hernan, for that is not something like obvious or straightforward. You should write down here to service@hotone.com that my friends are there waiting for you to make it happen. So wait a second. I lose the music. No. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's move forward a little bit. I want to read more comments. Okay. How about different? How different was to set up the unit straight direct to the house versus front end versus FX loop versus using pedals with the units versus, come on, what is that, Mark? What kind of question is that for cable method for another product? Okay, we'll talk about some of the difference between the in front of the amp and the FX loop and the PA. That those are the most common cases. Do you feel older? Is asking Jaime. Not at all. I feel younger every day. So I can control two things. Well, Hernan, that's a problem. Everybody that has some experience with MIDI, you know that MIDI doesn't like to have two hosts over the same thing, right? So you will need, it is possible, but you will need to talk with the guys to tell you what's the best workaround with that, because usually you have a host and then you can have several, but something has to function as a host in MIDI. And I'm pretty sure it's possible with this hack that I'm telling you, but you will need to talk with them. Well, the MIDI through that Ivan is talking about is going to help definitely. Hotone, if the pedal has, I don't have a digital warming. Now, Hotone should send to the studio, Rats Blow, yes. Hi, feels all this is better, all the is better. Why not? Hi, from Sydney, Australia. Okay, I'm reading your comments, guys. Yeah, what direction is it traveling? That's a good question. The teacher Shane show up and now he's asking about the coconut. MIDI splitter may be the solution too. That's another thing that I've tried with certain success in the past and sometimes not so much. A MIDI splitter is a complicated thing too. Social media is very true. No, honestly, if you're looking for support, for technical support, you don't want to go on Facebook. In the sense that, I mean, you don't want to leave the question there because you will have a thousand Dr. Brown jumping and telling you a lot of crap that probably is going to mislead you. So you just write straight to the support team, and that is going to save you a lot of time and pain in the butt. Trust me. There is a suitable MIDI cable to connect the Ampero with the Ampero control, so that from both the cable comes out. Guys, you really need to start checking that grammar because it's a pain in the ass to read you. Huh? That's a good idea. Now in Spanish it makes more sense. David says, hi Ari from Australia. Cairns, Australia. Well, that's great. Sorry, Angel, but I couldn't really understand what you're saying in English. It's like there's something dodgy in that statement. Okay, now we will keep talking live about your questions, but I'm going to address some of the questions that I have a bunch. and I will grab some because otherwise we're going to go the whole week. But there are some very interesting questions here, and sometimes I'm going to mention who asked the question, and sometimes not, because it's just, you know, from everywhere, from Facebook, from emails. Sometimes the email doesn't even have a signature. So I will start from the latest, kind of the newest. Harold, our friend Harold from Chile, he was asking about the output of MP100 Ampero. Okay, when I will refer to MP100 for Ampero and MP80 for Ampero 1. So we make the difference, and it's easier to talk. As you know, Ampero MP100 has the balanced XLR outs and the regular unbalanced out, right? And you have the options in the menu, the general menu. There is an option that allows you to set these outputs to two different states, let's say line or instrument, and that works pretty much like an audio interface. You know, sometimes in the audio interface you have in the input the switch that says instrument or line. Well, and many people don't really know, and it's completely perfect that you don't know what that means, because they don't teach that. They don't teach that in the school, right? We've never been told. So unless you grab a manual, you will know what it means. Whether it's input or output, line and instrument, is just to make the difference in the level of the signal. So talking about MP100, you can set between instrument and line. Line usually has a few dBs less of signal, whether in the input or in the output. And that, for example, if you're going straight to a mixer, and that mixer, I don't know, for some reason is too hot or the whatever, and you want to hit the mixer or an amp or whatever else with a very mild signal, you will prefer to choose line. Now, if your mixer doesn't have enough juice, maybe you went already with the fader all the way up and still not enough, you may want to choose that output into instrument, and that will give it a boost in the signal. So I want to read you guys. Leonardo Dante says hi, everybody. Yes, those inputs are well. It's very important that you usually by default they come set as the XLRs are coming as line, and the regular outputs are coming in the unbalanced. Let's say are coming as an instrument, I think, by default. But anyway, you're just 2 clicks to check what's going on. So if you have Ampero and P100, go to the global menu, and then I/O, you know, the input output menu, and then you will have down there, I'm talking about the screen, right? You have down there what type of output do you want for each thing. So question, I cancel all the I have canceled all the gigs I will have on Thursday for the summer season just to be here with you. Was it wise decision or not? Oh man, are you crazy? Yes, it was a very wise decision, because today, for example, I'm going to give away something that not many people has. A good explanation difference between line and instrument. Yeah, well, of course. That's another thing. Shane is sharing a link, and I suggest you to follow it and check deeply that concept. Here, I cannot do a masterclass about signals and etc. But it's just in a nutshell, very quick, a way for you to understand what is one and the other. Then you can complement with the information that, for example, Sweetwater or many other places has. Basically, it's just a difference in level. It's not difference in quality, guys, because I hear some people that are confused. They think that line is less quality than instrument. I don't know why, but why is the ground lift was removed from Ampere 2? Is because it has a smart switching built in the circuit already. You don't need to do it. The circuit of Ampere 2 detects that. That's why if you see in the back, you have no switches. It's a feature of Ampere 2. John is asking why the ground lift switch was removed from Ampere 2. It wasn't removed. It's just inside, it's embedded. Yeah. Benja, it says, hi Ari. Hi Benja. So I hope that answered your question. Let's keep moving. Well, some questions are silly, but we need to go through them because the amount of people asking. Oh, wait a second, that we have YouTube. We have YouTube on fire. Greetings from South Korea. He says, I can't read your name, but thank you. I've been sold 2 times and I love it. Wonderful country. South Korea, not Seoul is a city, of course. Hello from Brazil. It says Fabian. Hello. Obrigado, Fabian. Dennis, he says hello. And then Fabian says, does the Ampere MP80 and MP100 will revive? I guess you're trying to say will receive more effects, amps, updates like the effects available for Ampere 2. Fabian, no. If Ampere MP100 was able to get the MP100 or MP80 were able to get the type of tones and updates that has an Ampere 2, what would be the reason to have an Ampere 2, right? Think about it. I know you understand this. So no, it will. MP80 will never have the things that Ampere 2 has for the obvious reasons, right? It's like the iPhone 13 or the iPhone 8. They're both good phones, and probably you can use the iPhone 8 until the end of times. But some people prefer to change it for the 13. Go figure why. Well, maybe those extra features are the game changer for them. Maybe for you not. And this is how technology works. Because honestly, we're musicians, right? We play music, we play guitar, but this kind of talk, regarding multi-effects and modelers and etc., is closer to talk about phones and computers than to talk about a 59 Les Paul, basically. So you get an idea. So no, Fabian, the short answer is MP80 will never have any of the features of Ampere 2. Kioki, my friend from Hawaii, long time no see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Thank you. Lovely guy and family there in Hawaii. Thank you. Dominic, he says, hello. When are going to be snapshot scenes added to the Ampere 2 stomp? Well, that's something that it's been in the making for a while, and we are going to talk about what's coming. Okay, so I'm going to include Dominic that in that topic. If using TRS to XLR cable, will it block phantom power? Ampere doesn't have phantom power to start with. As long as I know. No, maybe I'm wrong, but no, I haven't seen any 48 volt. Definitely not. So I don't know what exactly you're talking about. LS Lime on YouTube, but maybe you can let me know and I can clarify that. So, Ivan says, Ari, do you know if there is any plans of working on firmware updates for Ampere 1? That's another question that it was just made, so I'm going to answer that. 2 different architectures. Yes, that's exactly what Jaime says. It's different hardware, guys. For you to have an idea, MP80 is Is it really like this? I can barely take it, guys. If you add one more knob to me, I'm going to blow. That's how MP80 processor is working now. And MP100 is already gone. So there's very little room hardware-wise to improve too much. What you can do is tweak things that they are not so good, like to change something in the way it's done, to change something in the editor. Now, if you're going to add WAMI to MP100, that doesn't exist, the possibility. I'm going to be completely honest to you, because that first, it was never said to start with, because it was known from scratch that the hardware will never take a WAMI. It's not powerful enough. A WAMI takes a lot of processing to do that real time. That's why Emperor 2 came in to aid this problem. It has more processors that can be used for other stuff. So, but I will talk more about the phantom power from the mixer, maybe. Yeah, but phantom power usually is for microphones, guys. I don't know what we're talking about here. If we're talking about in general about audio, no, it shouldn't. If you use an adapter, if it goes from 3, let's say XLR has 3 poles, right, to 2, of course you're going to lose the phantom power. You need to have 3, yeah. No, phantom power compared to phantom power from a desk going back down. Oh, okay. Shane there is explaining well one of the possibilities of that question, that is regarding the phantom power for Emperor 2 from a desk going back down the line. No, it's not going to be like that. He's right. Thank God we have Shane here, right? Leonardo Dantas, is this, I think what he's asking about the MP100 and MP80 is, do you plan to release a update for these 2 platforms, or they reach the end of line? No, I don't think they reached the end of line. Not so long ago, a product like Xtom that has 7 years, 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. It got an update. So I don't see, these are the wonderful things, of technology. It may look like a dead horse, and in the last second, ping, you still have a kick, Yeah, my MP100 doesn't let me use RAT plus chorus because it was too much. Emperor 2 needs a looper with drum machine and SD card slot for saving loops. That's another product almost, yeah. Shane is my from the board. Oh, okay. Kioki, thank you, man. Love the iPhone analogy or any tech. Well, no, we need to try to find the things that is suitable for this point. From the board, it said LS line. No, it's not going to block it. The phantom power. No, you're right. Okay, let's move forward. Let's clear up this update thing. The updates are ongoing all the time. The thing is that, I don't know, I will try to explain it in a simple way, because when we get to techie, some people just maybe don't get it, and it's not the point. We're trying to be very inclusive here and let everyone understand this. When you have a room where you store your stuff, but you just threw the stuff in like that because you have room, so you don't care too much how you put it. That's how the product starts for every company. I'm talking about the products that need processing power to develop whatever they do, right? And then it comes to a point that you start running out of room, and you need to keep putting stuff because people keep telling you, hey, I want this, I want that, I want that inside there. So the people start running inside that room and start, making space for this new stuff. It comes to a point that as tidy and super Tetris style as everything is placed inside there, there's no more room. Because there's a finite amount of resources that you can use. And when you, that process is called, it has a name that I just forgot. It's not streamline. It's, Jesus. That's why I hate live shows, because I can say it every day, every second, except now. Anyway, that process of streamlining the resources that you have for the process that you need to do is not debugging. Well, doesn't matter. You understand what I'm talking about. You get the point. So that process, it has a limit. Thank you, Jaime. So it has a limit. So when you reach that limit that the hardware cannot take you anymore, and you are optimization. That's the word. Nobody say it, right? No, it was only my brain. Good. Optimization of resources of the machine that you have in your hands. But that's why you need to change your phone, because the apps get bigger and they need more processing power, etc., etc. If you grab, for example, I don't know, let's forget about the stupid apps like Instagram, for example, but apps like something that changed a lot in size. Well, okay, yeah, let's use Facebook. Today's Facebook app for the phone, it has way more, it's way heavier, and it consumes way more resources than the one that we used 3 years ago on the phone. That's why your phone gets slow. Also, there is a lot of BS, right, about that, but there's some reality that the more processing power the things need, because the algorithms, talking about music, right, are more complex, or you have more algorithms in the chain or whatever it is, the more processing power you need. So it comes to a point that the car is full and there's so many elephants you can fit in a Fiat 500, let's say. I guess that will answer the point. So the people who's working on the updates, their main job is not thinking, oh, what can we add now? Let me think. What if let's add a button that when you press it, you have your dream girlfriend jumping out of the window? No, they're not doing that job. It's like, guys, we have no more room. How we make this slim to keep the same functions and make a little room to add something else? Most of their time is spent in how to optimize what they already have in the modeler, not to add something new. It's very easy to add something new. If we charge you $3,000 for a modeler and we have unlimited resources and we can put the same hardware that a MacBook Pro has on your Ampero, and you are ready to pay $3,000, you can have whatever you want. The problem is that you're not going to buy that. Me neither. Actually, nobody would. So that's the problem. It's a trade-off. You want it cheap, but you want it super amazing. So there is a lot of work to make that happen. And the work is in optimizing the resources. I think that was a very good explanation, please. I hope you understand. Because it's the most honest thing that I've said probably here. That's the truth, guys. With unlimited budget, we can make you whatever you want. You want it golden, man. We can Snoop Dogg that will sing for you inside Ampero. That's no problem. Oh, Jaime is talking about the pictures. That's a great example. We were so happy with 640 by 320 pictures, remember? I don't know if you remember. But, guys, if you're more than 30, you will know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, we were happy. Wow, my first cell phone didn't even have a camera, man. And it was this big, you know. And the battery lasted like 5 minutes. And I feel like, Max Headroom in that time. But now it will be a brick, and everybody will say, well, this is more or less the same, still tech. I would like to know if there are dedicated developers per unit or that the developers work on all units. That's a very, very, very good question, Carlos. There is a big team of R&D, especially software engineers, that they are the ones that need to code your needs into the thing. And within that team, also there are a lot of musicians, a lot of guitarists, a lot of audio engineers, not only software engineers. So they all work in teams and they divide the work to work in different products. So you have, yes, the Ampere 2 team, you have the MP100 or MP80 team, and sometimes they cross, of course, because the platform that is CDCM, it's the same. They kind of cross some of the information and oh, look, we find out this. Can you fit it there? No, I don't think so. It's too small, and so on. But there's a big team, but they are divided per product. Yes, that's a. Shane, no, what's Max Headroom? I can't believe it. Okay, Shane, we need to have a coffee, Shane, and talk about good things. Who lets the area out? I'm trying to do my best. So let's move. Another question: will be an Ampere 2 with expression pedal? Yes. Incredible that I say just like that, right? Yes, of course. That's probably the next logical evolution in Ampere 2, to have the same unit with expression pedal for the people like me, that I refuse to take Ampere 2 live just because I don't want to take the cables, and I don't want to take the Ampere control, and I don't want to take the Ampere press to have what I need to play live. So I'm not going to play with Ampere 2 live. I love it on my desk as it is, and I will keep playing with MP100 live because it has expression pedal. A lot of people like me will love to have the option to have the tone of Ampere 2 with an expression pedal, and because of that, yes, there will be an Ampere 2 with not an Ampere 2 with expression pedal. Probably will have a little more stuff. It's not just the same thing with an expression pedal, because that will be kind of redundant. But yes. John, the Ampere 2, the outputs are balanced. They're just not XLR because of the internal size of the connector. XLR connectors are massive, so you do have balanced output, but you may need to use a different type of balance cable, not the one that I use today, is the XLR. Well, Bluetooth is something that is coming very strong. I mean, we are known for having many Bluetooth products. Hotone, as a company. So I'm very sure that. No, I'm very sure. I can tell you that next generation of Amperes will have Bluetooth built in. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. And why is it expensive? Huh? Why is it expensive? I miss that. Why is it expensive, Harold? Jaime is asking about the FRFRs. I will be completely honest with you. The FRFR, I've seen it, the prototype. It was already finished. There's a huge problem with supply chain today, guys. So actually, there are more than 20 prototypes finished already of products, and many of those cannot be launched because there are problems to produce them and to distribute them for many other reasons. For example, if you make like a nice wood cabinet for some speaker, if that wood doesn't have certain certifications, certain countries, you cannot export it, blah, 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 blah. Well, there are many things like that category of stuff that has nothing to do with the willingness of the company to make something. It's just rules and rules and rules and COVID and taxes and fees and stuff that is preventing to put that to a reasonable price. Because the other option is to do like some companies do, because they can afford it, is to say, okay, we put it at whatever cost it is. If you can buy it, buy it. If not, bye-bye. Well, that's not the core of this company. This company wants to put good products at the reasonable price. It has to be hand in hand. It's not like, oh, okay, we will give you the best at a price that it will take you 2 kidneys. That's not magic. I can do that too, So the magic is to try to keep the cost for the musician as low as possible. And today's world is not helping on that, really. So it's a problem. It's a real problem. Even, look, we were talking about by the way, yeah, you got it right. All of you, the dark flags, right? I have it here because I use it every day almost. Yes, it was the dark flags. This was for the challenge. If you're just tuning in, we had a challenge this week to name this product. This is a fantastic product. This is a great example of, for example, let's say we have another product like a Fire. It's something that cannot be shipped because the wood is a problem or whatever else. This is a perfect example of that. This power bank, first of all, it came out way before all these fancy power banks it was designed way before that, more than 2 years ago. It's neat as you can get. You have 5 volts output to charge your phone. That's a regular power bank, plus 9 volts output. USB-C, it has an on-off button, so it has a charging protection, a discharging protection, and a short circuit protection. It's super light, it's neat. It feels, except because it's black, it feels like an Apple product. That's a feel that it has. If some of you has one, are lucky enough to have one, you will know what I'm talking about. It charges my phone 4 times, complete, from scratch, from zero. I don't know, it's supposedly 10,000 milliamp hours and my phone is 3,000 milliamp. It shouldn't be 4 times, but it charges the phone 4 times. So, or either the phone doesn't have the capacity or this has more than what it should, but whatever. This is very hard to distribute because the type of batteries that it uses. So you need to sell this in some countries, you need to charge it twice the price that actually we should, just for you to get it. And you may not even buy it at that price. It's not even that, okay, no, you send it anyway, I'll buy it, because we cannot, a company cannot make a business plan based on one person, you understand? So they say, well, if this, after all the stupidity that we need to pay to get to Brazil, let's say, is going to cost double that way it costs in I don't know, Europe, it doesn't make much sense. And I think you understand that point, okay? Jaime says, I totally know all about that wood certification requirement from Indonesia. You know what I'm talking about, Jaime. Because Jaime is in the industry too, so he knows. Well, the price, it has to be an important factor. I would tell you something. When I was a kid, and we didn't have many resources, because I wasn't rich, it was very hard to get some things, especially if you live in places like I was raised like in South America. Good luck, I'm not going to say, oh, we need to walk 10 kilometers to get a glass of clean water. It wasn't that extreme, but there was no affordable guitars, there was no affordable nothing, a pick. Every time I go to a music store, the only thing I can buy is a pick. That was my budget. So, but that changed so much lately, because I'm not talking about Hotone. I'm talking about many other companies that also have the core, is that they try to build good products, but it has to be hand in hand with a reasonable price that most people make accessible. So sometimes when some people ask, oh no, because the I don't know, fractal and whatever, man, That product is for an elite that can pay it. Okay, how many people do you really know that can boom go and buy a fractal like this, boom like this? Well, if you know many, congratulations, you're in the rich club. But the truth is that most people can't, and even if they can, maybe they cannot justify themselves to spend that amount of money because they play music just to fulfill their lives, just to have fun. And now the guy that plays in their room, it's less important that freaking Richie Sambora playing in the Albert Hall or whatever. No, it's not. That guy deserves to have the best tone he can get for the budget he has. So that's where is the race for some companies to try to how we make something that sounds really good, like 99% close to the best thing available, but cost 10 times less. And to me, that's magic. And I know many people will appreciate that. If you're swimming in goal, well, I don't know what you're doing watching this, probably. So, but anyway, maybe you're having fun. But you're welcome too. If you're swimming in goal, you can send me some. I wouldn't mind. Private message. But no. Jokes aside, it's you need to consider that some people have a lot of passion for music, for guitar and everything, and maybe they don't make a living with guitar, and maybe they have kids, and maybe they have a mother, under their care. So they need to, but they want to sound good, So this is where it's all about. Everything comes down to this, So you understand a little bit. No, I'm not trying. No, at all. I'm not trying to sell you anything, guys, because I said at the beginning and I repeat now, it's not only Hotone. There are many other companies doing the same. And we will talk about that because soon I will get some guitars from a company that we will check here with, of course, with Ampere and some other stuff, that they're extremely affordable, or some other piece of gear that doesn't need to be nothing related with effects. And they're extremely affordable, and I love it because it works. It works, and I don't feel stressed to take it out because if somebody is going to stole it or is going to break, because I can totally replace it if I have to, because it's affordable enough to buy another. That's why I want to have stuff that I'm not going to have to explain to anyone why I bought that, it's okay. It's just a couple bucks, and it gives me and it performs. Oh, okay, maybe it's not the cream of the cream, it has diamonds on it and it's coming with Cristiano freaking Ronaldo. No, maybe it's not like that, but it's good enough. And especially if you close your eyes, you cannot tell Cristiano Ronaldo if it's a $3,000 or a $300 one, because that's the other thing. Most of those snob guys cannot tell a banana from a monkey, ear-wise. So that's the thing I said. Well, Harley Benton is a good example. Harley Benton is a great example. I was checking some of the guitars the other day. I said, this is insane. You cannot make a guitar this good for this price, It's just as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But there are many brands like that, and that doesn't make you less musician, Never buy that BS. Never buy that BS, because then you have a little guy, in some not first world country, that it will kill you playing his 3-string broken acoustic guitar. It will kill you as a player. It will melt you in 20 seconds. So musicianship is never attached to the kind of brand that you use for anything. Develop yourselves. It's much worth to buy a Harley Benton guitar and invest to go to a good teacher or to a good music school than to buy a Gibson Les Paul and just keep playing the 2 licks that you can get from YouTube, right? At least that's my opinion. I need to be controversial because every time we say our opinion, we will be controversial, but that's what I believe. So, sadly, it's just like that. It's a Arifa President, now come on. This decade, you can achieve a really good sound with a budget. 25 years ago, that was just a dream. Man, I wish we had all the stuff that we have today when I was 15. That would have changed my life forever. In the other hand, I need to say that the struggle that we have, if you're more than 30 and you weren't rich, like super rich when you were a kid, you understand what I'm talking about. The struggle that we had when we were kids, when we were growing up and trying to play music, it kind of forged a generation of musicians that really dig into the instrument, you know. I'm not counting myself into those because I'm not benchmark for anything, but we know them, we can see them out there, right? Today, and they're the big idols. Those guys didn't have many resources when they started. Dig a little bit in their history, and you will see that most of them, they were broke as an arrow. You know, they didn't have a coin. And many of the things that they are developed today, and they're super cool, and you have the super version of that, they were things created by the necessity of not having something. You understand? All these mods and whatever else, you know. So the struggle sometimes push you through the boundaries and make you reach new places, you know. So sometimes not having is not so bad. Oh, OLPs I have. Guitars and bass OLPs. My favorite guitar is a Hondo. I have a Hondo Les Paul 2. He has a Strat 84. Tokay and Hotone, I cut it today. Tokay is another great brand. I need to get some. Okay. Design to inspire. Yeah, design inspiration is a tagline. Well, thank you, Angel. I think it's time for us to talk a little bit about this. God is thank you, Fabian. I'm talking to YouTube now. Hey, Angel, Puerto Rico. Manuel says, when will be the next firmware update? Any clues of any of the new features? You will have firmware updates during June. For MP100 and for Ampere 2. June. Kyoki says that it's a pain for the batteries to be shipped. What's the relation between Hotone, Hotone, and Sunny Cake? Are they the same company, different? That's a great question, Fabiano, and that's my next question, because a lot of people ask, Harry, I saw you playing some Hotone videos. Well, there's a company called Hotone. There's a brand called Hotone, and there's another brand called Sunny Cake. Okay, and many people say, is this the same company? Because sometimes the address, sometimes this, sometimes that. I'm going to explain exactly how is the relationship here. Hotone is a sister company of Hotone Audio. It's a sister brand. They have different teams. They share some resources. That's how I got to play some of the videos for Hotone. They share some resources, but the design team, for example, for Hotone products, or the design team for Hotone products are completely different. The target of these two brands are completely different, because Hotone is more like I wouldn't say an entry level, because products like GP200, if you go and check it, they're pretty neat. Some quality wise, you may find that Hotone is higher end. There's no doubt about that. But I think Hotone is more aimed to young musicians. You know, someone that not necessarily is starting in the sense of the skills of playing, but is starting the musical journey. So the products are much more affordable. You know, And there are different type of products. Like for example, the Hotone doesn't have and will never have like headphone amplifiers and more accessories Hotone has, and like little pedals. I don't have any here, but if you go to Hotone.net, you will check. So yes, they are connected, but they have different teams. Now, Sony Cake, it's a completely different company. Sony Cake is a company that also make their own pedals, but they have the same distribution hub as Hotone and Hotone. That's why sometimes if you buy a Sony Cake pedal on Amazon, you may see something related to Hotone in the address because they have the same distribution hub. Okay, for shipping and etc. So I'm trying to read all the comments. The Bird Tucson is amazing, great value. Thank you, Danny. Do we have a warranty on the products that we hear? Yeah, of course, Isaac. Musician as good as you, Ari, can make sound anything good. Come on, Greg. I don't deserve that. Diego, you're always welcome, brother. So that is related to the companies. Keoki says my Hotone wah is hands down the best wah I ever owned, and I had a few. My rig always sounds much better than any of my friends that own Fractal, Helix, Kemper. Keoki, that comment doesn't count because it's my friend Keoki. No. I mean, he's not pushed to say that, so thank you, man. My new Harley Benton 550 SC2 blows everyone away and is now my favorite axe. Right here, it's very hard to get Harley Benton guitars, really, but I will definitely try to get some so we can have some fun together. I will bring another guitars to I'm sick, I can't help it. So let's keep moving very quick because we need to. By the way, stay because maybe you want to want this. It's like golden brick, like gold. Oh my! You want to want this? You want to win this? Stay a couple minutes. Okay, another question. Have you always make a living with music? That's a question that asked me. No. I've been a teacher. I'm a guitar teacher. I worked in as a technology or IT teacher in high school in my early 20s. And then I've been a guitar teacher too, but I guess that kind of counts for making a living with the music. So, except my high school time as a high school teacher time, yes. The question has two parts, and can you give us some hints on how to make a living with music or out of music? I guess on the music industry. That, my friends, is a topic for another pod. I mean, we need to get a pod for that because although I'm not a benchmark again for anything, I can totally, because I have a lot of friends that have made it big in the music industry, and I have kind of seen their trajectory from rags to riches. So maybe that's a very interesting topic, especially for people who are starting to in this and they want to make a living, because chances are that unless you're Matteo Sasato, playing is going to be kind of hard just playing. You need to know how to do all the things. So it's a very interesting topic, actually. We'll grab one pod and just talk about that, how to make a coin, basically, with music. That's a good thing. Why is it so hard for you to get Harley Bensons? Because I'm in China, right? I mean, you know that, and they don't sell it here. It's just like that. Another recipe for the teaching area. Oh man. Balaton in Greek means, oh, really? Balaton. To me, it sounds like Italian, but it's in English it would be like Balaton, right? And in Italian it would be like Balaton. So, Kyoki says, oh no, I already read that. Yeah, there's something with distribution of the problem with Harley Benton. I think they have some issues with the trademarks, you know, because some of the guitars are like spot on the originals in the shape, and I don't think Gibson would be very happy with that. Or maybe yes, we never know, because they have business in between, you know. So. But I know some places are hard to get, but they're really neat. I mean, at least they look neat and they sound neat. They always tell making money now, but it's never a waste to boil your eggs. We will talk about. I think we can totally make a special poll about talking about music. I will give my very humble 2 cents how to make a living in the music industry, and then we will take some examples at first hand that I have, you know, the people that I know, and maybe without name, I will tell you exactly how it was for them, you know, and maybe you can get some inspiration from there. And even if you're already grown up like me, let's say, and you are thinking, well, I may start doing something, you know, I play my whole life and I never get a coin for playing, or for nothing related to music. Maybe I can start doing some side dish besides my daytime job to you know, just to pay for the vice, let's say, right? That's also valid. Guys, everything is valid. Never let anyone tell you that whatever you do is not worthy, or that's not pro, or that's not this, or that's not that, okay? Because nobody has the right to tell you anything. Whatever makes you feel good, as long as you don't harm anyone, that's it. Period. Okay, next question. So I will address that in a whole podcast for that. When can we expect to see a new Ampero? This year, hopefully. This year. Actually, I was talking with the guys yesterday about this. It's like, man, come on, give me something. He says, and they sent me a picture. There you are. This and this and this. I see 3 new Amperos. The question is, in which order they're going to be launched and when? That's the part that they don't know, and I don't know either. But I see 3. Listen, you're not going to read this anywhere. And as soon as I say it, it dies between us. There's 3 new Amperos waiting in line. Finished. I mean, they're there, finished. Okay, just for you to know. Another question. Why the shop doesn't ship to my country? They're talking about, I hope, I guess, the Hotone Audio.com shop. Well, it's simple, because in your country must be a distributor or a dealer that has an exclusive contract with a company. So if it's exclusive, that means that the company itself cannot sell there because they have the monopoly on the sales of the brand in your country. That's why. So you need to go to that distributor and buy it from there. Basically at the same price that you will see on the shop. That's the reality. One more question. This I need to say this. I hate it, but I need to say it. How to pronounce the name of the brand? This used to be funny. It's not funny anymore because it's getting old, guys. It's getting old. You go to any YouTube video. There are like 1 million reviews of Hotone products, right? And I said, hi, I'm Joe, and today we're going to be reviewing that. And whatever he says, 99.9% of the time is right. It's Hotone. Hotone, like hot from temperature plus tone, the second note of your guitar. Hotone. Hotone. It's not so hard to get in the brain. Hot one. How the heck you can read hot one? Really? Where did you hear hot one ever? Unless you are one of the clowns that need to make some joke on YouTube from some music shop, somewhere, because it's okay, that's a show, I understand that part, but hot tone, easy, simple, hot tone, plus it's written in the facts of the website if you don't, plus we say it a million times, yes, it's hot tone, yeah, they take one T out to make it more streamlined in the look, but it's hot of temperature plus tone. Okay, that's the thing. So, and if you go again, I haven't here, I've seen a million YouTube videos, and most of them they pronounce it right. So why there's so much deal with how the name is pronounced? Even guys that I don't even know, I haven't seen in my life, they say, yeah, this is a Hotone Pero. That's it. Let's drop it. Yeah, not like Jeff says. I'm not going to read that or to repeat that. Yeah, well, if you say hot tone or hot tone, it depends also the kind of accent that you have, because if you're American, it's going to sound in one way. If you're British, it's going to sound in another way. If you're Australian, it's going to sound another way. If you have English as a second language, like is my case, it's going to sound a completely different way, but we can understand more. It's not going to be hot one, right? That's for sure. Yes, I vote for David. Everyone is a comedian. And that's the thing. Enough said. Everyone's a comedian. You need to get the clicks. I understand that. Did you ever see me sweating for how many people is connected on the stream? No. I ever ask you to subscribe, please? Please click the button of something. No. Why? Because we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Because only we care about you, the people that with their hard-earned money goes and trust and peril to give the tone that they need. That is not a click, that's way more than a click, that's a commitment, you understand? That's the following that we care about. That's why when we got our Instagram account hacked, who cares? We are not living from, oh, please subscribe, please, so I can get my little commission from, you understand? We don't live about that. We are happy only if you're happy buying the products, and that's it. This is just a place we gather to talk. You don't need to like, subscribe, you don't need to do anything. Well, you need to like the page to join the podcast, because we need to keep it clean from trolls, right? But just because of that, but we'll never ask you to click or like anything. Okay, having said that, let's talk about this. Let's change give me some, oh yes. I will need to get the Q&A for now, because we need to talk about something that is very, very important. Let me change the... Guys, if you remember on the previous pod, season 2, episode 11, we were toying around with the acoustic simulation from Ampere 2. Well, this is the Omni AC. It's very, it's hard to show. There you go. This is, let me show you XLR out for those XLR fans that it has to have XLR, it has to have XLR. It is one has, don't worry. And it has the lift ground switch by hand if you like to beam, you know. This is an acoustic simulation pedal based on IR technology, right? It's some software to edit. Many of you know it, many don't. We are going to be talking about this pedal very soon. We're going to have special. We did have in session 1 a special about Omni AC, but that was more like how to turn an electric guitar into an acoustic sounding guitar. This time we're going to talk about how to change an acoustic guitar sound to another acoustic guitar sound. Like, example, your guitar doesn't have an EQ, or you don't like the way your guitar sounds, your acoustic guitar sounds, so you want to modify it somehow, but how to? This is the answer. So we're going to talk about this pedal. Not only that, as a kind of, preview of that, I'm going to be giving away 2 of these Omni AC right now for you. But before going into the to kill each other for the prize, I want to show you a little bit of this. Let me stop the music of this video that not many of you know of its existence. This video was made by my friend, Japanese player called Gentaro. He's an amazing guitar player. He's really good. He's really good. There's another example of an underrated player. Take a look to this so you can hear a little bit the possibilities of Omni AC. Are you ready, Joe? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so that's, and I can guarantee you that's the Omni AC straight into the sound card. It's incredible how it sounds. So we're going to be explaining this little product. Why? Because if you're like an analog pedal lover, you will never buy a pedal. Or maybe you would like to have an analog rig and a modular for different reasons, for different scenarios. In case you like to have a regular pedal with pedals, this is a great addition to have that extra. Not only to kind of do the faking acoustic guitar with the electric one that this does really well, but to kind of shape. I think it's much more interesting to shape the tone of your acoustic guitar in a much more organic way than just adding, for example, like a full preamp, which is okay. Some preamps are great. Like we talk about the Aura and so many others. But this kind of reshapes the tone of your acoustic guitar from another dimension, not from such a hardcore way like a preamp, right? Crazy, cool playing, Omni. He's really good, and can I treat it as an interface? No, this is not like a joke. It looks like a joke, the size, but it's not an interface. It's I will give you the link, guys, because honestly the video is much longer and has a lot of stuff. So you can go and check it. Try to watch it and try to use headphones. Besides the tone of the Omni AC and blah blah blah, his playing is really tasty. It's really tasty. So I suggest you to go and check his. It's just great. You're not going to waste your time watching this video. Trust me. You're going to yeah. It's the Omni AC. It's not a joke. So the Omni AC is comparable to different pickups for electric guitars. Kind of. I will show you in detail, guys. We are going to do a full review of this pedal again, but this time with an acoustic guitar probably, not only with electric. You can choose if you are inputting an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar. But I want to show you an acoustic guitar because the possibilities of shaping, actually in that video, Gentaro shows the bypass signal of how his acoustic guitar sounds without the Omni AC, and when he turns it on, and you see the difference, you will hear the difference. It's very noticeable. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Very soon we're going to keep talking about this, and to celebrate that, we will start right now with the giveaway. Yes. It's true, the Hotone support for customer is amazing. Thank you, Fabian. Albert says, Hotone with 2 T's will look weird. That's why they put one only. Yes. You're very smart, Albert. Kyoki, thank you, brother. It was really nice to have you today, Kyoki. It's been a long time. All the best blessings for your family. Okay, guys. Wow. It's kind of too much on the top. The what? It's tiki time. Yeah. It's tiki time, guys. It's tiki time, and today we have the Omni AC. I have 2 Omni AC for you guys. So we're going to first clean up this mess. Oba! We're going to clean up this mess, this old list. This is the previous one. I'm going to add the new list of friends that are going to be playing today, including Hernan Prado, of course, that he was asking why I'm not there. Yes, brother, you are. Hernan Prado, I will show you that you are here. Let me see. Well, here, Hernan. Follow there you go, Hernan Prado. Hernan, follow the cursor. The mouse, yeah. So you are there. Anyway, let's shuffle, and I'm going to give away. I was ready to complain. No, don't complain. I need your support, guys. I need your moral support. I don't want your money. I don't want your clicks. I don't want your likes, your following. I just want your moral support. That's a good one, guys. No, we try to do our best, not to make it as fair and clean as possible. I really like the red today. It has some kind of Christmas motive there now. I see some Christmas trees going in. It's kind of early for Christmas, right? But it looks cool anyway. Anybody needs to go to the bathroom, guys? You have 20 seconds. Go and shoot quick, because this is coming, huh? You better go with your cell phone, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to give away. That's why the giveaway is always valid, because we have so many good products that we are not giving away. For example, this one. This one, I think it was only one time in, I don't know, 100 pods that we give away. This is the second time we are going to give away an Omni AC. Not only one, we're going to give away two. You will love the thing. I have it for a reason. You will see that there are many products that I don't have, because I only have the ones that I use. That's the truth. And for example, the Pre-100, for example, I would love to give away this, but I'm pretty sure that it will be impossible to ship you by air, these guys, the Dark Flux. So yeah, you were all right. It's called Dark Flux. Dark Flux, it's cool. The name, I think, is the coolest name of any Hotone product, you know. Dark Flux is like, it sounds like coming out of a Marvel movie, you know, like, and now I'm going to finish the world with Dark Flux, you know. It sounds really, really cool. Dark Flux, right there. Sadly, I guess we're gonna ship this. We were trying to find out, but most airlines said, no, this is going to. They need like special. It has to be, the shipment has to be big enough, the amount, to have like a special compartment for this type of batteries in the plane. And then you cannot ship 1, 2, or 20, or even 100. You need to ship like thousands to make it worth the cost. Yeah, it's like a Darth Vader power supply for the suit. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go for this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on! Come on! Come on! Give me some more noise. How can I join the giveaway? That's a good question. Wait. Stop the music. Fabian is asking, how can I join the giveaway? Fabian, there is a challenge every week on Facebook. There is a video that you're going to see his face showing up and saying, okay, the challenge for this week is blah, 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 whatever it is. It could be name a song, it could be name a prog, or you know, show a picture of your mother-in-law, whatever is challenging, let's say, at some level, and if you leave a comment on that challenge and you are right, your answer is correct, you will automatically join the giveaway during the next podcast after that challenge. So yeah, I don't use Facebook. Then it's a big problem, brother, because I would like to say that too. I don't use Facebook. We will need to find a way for people to join the challenge without using Facebook. We will study that, Elias. You're right. I mean, it's not that we want to force you to use Facebook, but it's the only way that we found so far that to kind of clean up of people that are not really followers, because we don't want to give away just to random paratroopers that, you know, that they don't care about you, our community, or us, or anything. They just want to get the free stuff to sell it tomorrow on River. That, we don't want that people in the giveaway. We want people that at least, it doesn't even matter because you don't even need to buy a Hotone product to be in the giveaway. You just need to be part of the community, you know. So we need to find a way to make you part of the community without using Facebook. We'll study that, okay? Give me a... Thank you for understanding. give me some time, and we'll need to find a way, guys. If you have any suggestion that makes sense, please, and you can send it to podcast@hotoneaudio.com. How to make the giveaway more inclusive for people that doesn't love meta, which makes a lot of sense, by the way. Kyoki is on Facebook now. Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel for the first Omni AC in. Oh, we don't have the 5, 3, 2, 1. We need to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Give me some music at least. Oh, the bunny! We got the bunny! Oh yeah! That's a good idea, Ivan. Upload the video challenge on YouTube as well. Yes, that's a good one. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we're kind of slow, right? Okay, it's stopping, and we are going to see who's going to take the. This bunny is distracting me. It's too cute. Who's going to take the Omni AC? Oh my God! Oh, he's here! Oh man!
That was easy. That was easy.
Yeah! Congratulations! Guilherme!
That was easy.
It was very easy.
Hadouken!
Jesus! You're making my job really easy today, man. Okay, we got here Guilherme! Guilherme Aguilar is the winner of the Omni AC. Amazing! That was the piece of cake. Yeah, that was probably the easiest giveaway in the last few months. Very quick. So, okay, guys, are you ready? We have a second one. I'm going to shuffle. I'm shuffling the names. I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Congratulations, Guilherme. I think you won something like a long time ago, but you know how is it, right? You need to send a private message to the Facebook page so we can ship you the Omni AC. That is so cool. Next week, I need to debate myself what we're going to see next week as a topic. If this or how to make a living with music or within the music industry, let's say. These are the two topics that they're hot on the table. I don't know which one we're going to. Let's shuffle and eat waffle, all right? Let's keep shuffling. So I don't know what we're going to see. Probably, well, of course, we're going to touch both topics. We don't know in which order. So if I have time to do something really cool with this, probably, because I want to do some presets also, so in case you have the product or you want to buy the product or even you get it on the podcast, even better, you can download some. There is any money in this? I pray to win the Omni AC. You mean, Davey, if we're going to give away money in the wheel? Yeah, in the form of products, yes, we give it, I don't know, thousands of dollars already. For the meta haters, maybe you just upload the how to join the giveaway videos also on YouTube and include the responders in the list. Which country has the best tacos? That's a very hard answer, because I would say naturally I would say Mexico, but that's a good idea, Denise. The problem is that it's very hard to certify the identity of a person on YouTube. I mean, you can change the name very easily. It was a joke. Sorry, David, my sense of humor is so primitive that I couldn't take it. Yeah. No. You cannot make money in music. It's just, it's just for the girls. We're here for the girls. That's the truth. I won a V Stomp long time ago. Well, now you have metal, man. This is you can throw this at someone. You know, it's like it's not a V Stomp. V Stomp is a concept. You got air in a bottle. Not a fart in a bottle. You got air in a bottle. But this man, this is, look, you can touch it. You can smell it. You can throw it to your mother-in-law, you know. I'm picking too much on the mother-in-law lately. Some Southwest United States has prosthetic tacos sometimes. Well, I would say, yeah, like US and Mexico have the best tacos in the world. I think that's fair to say, yeah. But I have some Spanish tacos really nice too, you know, like Spanish. So Croatia has the best tacos, really? Send me some, Vancha. We need to try it. I can get David. I don't know if you're going to make money with music, but you will get more girls than being, let's say, I don't know. No, because I wouldn't say that any particular profession will make you have less girls. It's always about the driver. It's never about the car, right? It's always about the driver. So, New Mexico is different. Chile's great tacos here as well. Taco Bell, no taco. Okay, guys, enough chit chat. Let's get this thing done. You almost made me say a lot of things that I shouldn't be saying, guys. You are terrible. You're pushing me to the edge of the ban, you know. Okay, I'm shuffling, and now I'm going to cut the music because we're going to get serious. We go for the second and last Omnia EC of today, and the winner is going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me some funk. I want my body. Yes. I wish I had the groove of that bunny. Look at that, man. I could have used that to get more girls. I really had a lot of fun today, guys. We didn't play any guitar today. I have to say, I have to be honest, but I had a lot of fun because we had much more interaction than usual. Okay, this is coming to an end. OMG. OMG. No. God, don't let the Isadora is going to get another product again because people are not going to believe. No, look at that. Oh my God.
That was easy.
In the house. You will be terrible. Come on, Carol. Don't let me put the bastard for you, man. Yeah! He's in the house.
That was easy. That was easy.
Hadouken! Oh my God, it was insane. What a nice way to finish this podcast. Look, even the banners take to celebrate this one. Oh my God. Harry says, I was so nervous I closed the chat and I couldn't write. Oh man, no. Okay, Harold, brother, you have the Omni AC is going to be flying to Chile very, 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 very soon. That was so good, man. Really, no, I'm not kidding. This was because Harold is a nice guy. We all love him, and he's been contributing to the Hotone world, like Asia. Many of you guys, I can. Actually, I need to name most of you that are right now online. You are the true heroes of this story, because you tune in every week and you make this not just a crazy guy talking to himself. So I'm so happy. Well, Harold, congratulations! I know you don't have this one, so now you have it. And for all of you guys, we will keep having Omni AC for the giveaway randomly. I mean, not only this, but so don't give up hope because it's coming. So I'm going to remove Harold, and we have then two winners today. We have Guilherme and Harold. You need to send, of course, a message to the Facebook page to get the product shipped. Guys, it was a good one. I feel happy because we have a lot of interaction. We were exchanging ideas, sharing some time together. I love it. I feel really, really, really good. Guys, God bless you all. Let me come back to the main screen. I hope to see you next week. We're going to be playing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shane. Thank you all. I really, 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 really appreciate your presence and your company. You don't know how much. I don't take it for granted 1 second. God bless you all. Keep playing. Stay healthy. Keep it straight. Keep it true. All right? Take care. Bye. See you. that not many people has. A good explanation difference between line and instrument. Yeah, well, of course. That's another thing. Shane is sharing a link, and I suggest you to follow it and check deeply that concept. Here, I cannot do a masterclass about signals and etc. But it's just in a nutshell, very quick, a way for you to understand what is one and the other. Then you can complement with the information that, for example, Sweetwater or many other places has. Basically, it's just a difference in level. It's not difference in quality, guys, because I hear some people that are confused. They think that line is less quality than instrument. I don't know why, but why is the ground lift was removed from Ampere 2? Is because it has a smart switching built in the circuit already. You don't need to do it. The circuit of Ampere 2 detects that. That's why if you see in the back, you have no switches. It's a feature of Ampere 2. John is asking why the ground lift switch was removed from Ampere 2. It wasn't removed. It's just inside. It's embedded. Yeah. Benja, it says, hi Ari. Hi Benja. So, I hope that answered your question. Let's keep moving. Well, some questions are silly, but we need to go through them because the amount of people asking. Oh, wait a second, we have YouTube. We have YouTube on fire. Greetings from South Korea. It says, I can't read your name, but thank you. I've been sold 2 times and I love it. Wonderful country. South Korea, not Seoul is a city, of course. Hello from Brazil. It says Fabian. Hello. Obrigado, Fabian. Dennis, he says hello. And then Fabian says, does the Ampero MP80 and MP100 will revive? I guess you're trying to say will receive more effects, amps, updates like the effects available for Ampere 2. Fabian, no. If Ampero MP100 was able to get the MP100 or MP80 were able to get the type of tones and updates that has an Ampere 2, what would be the reason to have an Ampere 2, right? Think about it. I know you understand this. So no, it will. MP80 will never have the things that Ampere 2 has for the obvious reasons, right? It's like the iPhone 13 or the iPhone 8. They're both good phones, and probably you can use the iPhone 8 until the end of times. But some people prefer to change it for the 13. Go figure why. Well, maybe those extra features are the game changer for them. Maybe for you not. And this is how technology works. Because honestly, like we're musicians, right? We play music, we play guitar, but this kind of talk, I mean, regarding multi effects and modelers and etc., is closer to talk about phones and computers than to talk about a 59 Les Paul, basically. So you get an idea. So no, Fabian, the short answer is MP80 will never have any of the features of Ampere 2. Kioki, my friend from Hawaii, long time no see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Thank you. Lovely guy and family there in Hawaii. Thank you. Dominic is